Now, you and Juju broke up. What happened? It was over. Y'all been together for over 10 years.
Yeah, well, basically, it was just like kind of mutual. For me, it just wasn't fun anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met Juju in 2002. She's my friend before we even started being serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my homegirl. Like, when Instagram came out, it was fun in the beginning. Then it started getting serious. Why you following her? Or you like that person picture? Or people are saying this. And I'm like, yo, you got to be my best friend still. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm in it for.
The past year was just like basically pushing me away. Like, I didn't go to any of his concerts. I wouldn't go to any of his hostings. And I was like, yo, what's up? Like, this is me. Like, we're like best friends, like peas in the pod. Like, what's up? Oh, you got your own thing going on.
You wouldn't go, or he wouldn't invite you?
He said I couldn't go.
Oh, okay.
He said I had my own thing going. And I never understood. I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, nah, you got your own thing going on. I'm like, well, what happened in a year that now I have my own thing going? Because for the past 9 years, I've been going to everything and I've been cheering you on and been, behind you. So what's going on? I'm like, is there anybody else? No. You just need to have your own identity. You have your own. I'm like, my own identity. What does that have to do with me supporting you? Like, my whole thing with the whole Instagram and Cam introducing me to the world. And I've thanked him many times, but I'll thank him again. Cam, I thank you. Is that the camera right there?
Yep.
Thank you, Cam, for introducing me to the world and allowing me to showcase that I'm more than a pretty face and a body, that I'm, proud to be an Afro-Latina. I'm educated. I have businesses, and to show who I really am. So thank you for that. In the same token, I didn't understand what was going on and why. I felt that because Cam introduced me to this industry, that me working hard, because I work just as hard as he works, you know what I mean? And I worked like that because I wanted to make him proud and show him, like, Cam's been in the industry for 20 years.
Right.
So if he wanted to sit down and live off the real estate we have and the businesses he have, I want to be able to be like, babe, sit down, I got it. You know what I mean? I'm bringing something to the table as well. I never knew that me going for my education, going for my degrees, working hard as well as, like, as hard as he's working was going to turn into, that's not fun. He never told me that. I heard it when, the snippet that I saw on Instagram, and it was really hurtful because I'm like, yo, like, you gonna let go a friendship of 15 years because you're saying it's not fun for you no more? I'm sorry, I can't be the 2009, 2010 Juju. We're almost in a new century. Like, we're going into 2018. I can't do it. This thing called life is about elevating and growing, and if that makes me not fun, then I'm okay with that. I definitely am.
Woo, child. Y'all, welcome to my channel. Let's jump right into this tea. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, this whole Juju and Cameron situation resurfaced off of something he posted online recently. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even know where to begin. But let's start off with the twerk video comment he posted. So he posted online, twerk videos is played out, sis. Post a video of you reading out loud. And then his caption says, this stuff turns me on. Let's check that pronunciation. And then the Shade Room posted it. And it was like hashtag Cameron trying to see something different on the gram. And Juju responded, woo child. Because we all were thinking the same thing. We were all like, what? Twerk videos played out, but you left a girl that you said was boring, right? You left a girl that you said it wasn't fun anymore. And if y'all rock with Instagram for quite some time, you know the things that you like the most will pop up on your Explorer page. The people that you follow, that's what you're going to see on your timeline. So if you're following girls that twerk, if you're following girls that are scantily clad, if you're following people like that scantily clad, that are not wearing certain outfits or whatever, then that's what you're gonna see on your timeline. That's what you're gonna see on your Explorer page. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I found that was odd. And then another thing that slays me is his 3-part, 3-slide Instagram video response novella, soap opera with a soundtrack, honey. I just was like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people are amused by it, but for me, I don't find it funny, because I just feel like, you know, what he was saying, I felt like he humiliated her in that video. He assassinated her character. He, you know what I mean? He exposed things that I felt like was very unnecessary off of a woo child. It's just like people like this, you have to literally watch who you rock with. Some people feel like she shouldn't have responded or said anything at all. Okay, I could see where y'all come from with that. I don't think there was anything, you know, I don't think she may have responded. I think she should have responded, but I don't feel like she said anything that was off the chain. But you know how, like, just like the beehive, Juju probably has a hive, and they probably went and was like really sticking it to him in his comments, and he just kind of got hyped up off of that. So he probably wanted to defend himself because people were looking at him like he was the villain. Okay, here's his novella. His soap opera.
Hey, so first of all, I want to start off with saying I'm not your enemy. You know, I got a few calls about a woo child earlier and everything else. I'm not your enemy. I have nothing but love for you, and I'm happy for everything you're doing. But I'm tired of looking like the villain, even though I like being the villain. But this isn't the case for this scenario. I didn't break up with you because it wasn't fun or anything like that. I broke up with you because you kept threatening to beat up one of my coworkers for unfollowing you. Now, maybe I'm a little old, and I'm just not in the new, you know, but I'm too old to beat somebody up or see somebody getting beat up that brings me $300,000 a year for unfollowing you. I couldn't take it anymore because of the Instagram, follow this person, follow that person, and you can't beat up white people in New York, you know, especially a white Jew. You can't beat up any white Jewish people in New York. And that was the real reason we broke up. The fun shit, and it wasn't fun. You know, we had a marvelous time, nothing but fun. But it was more interfering with my business, and it looked like you had more control over my business than I did. I had no problem with you. I got you on Love and Hip Hop. I got you on.
This is sponsored by Dipset Couture. Work hard, drip hard.
I helped you get Candy Jewel's hair. I negotiated the best first-time person on Love and Hip Hop. Your contract you got. I got you that money. You're still on for 2-3 seasons now. And I'm happy for you. I didn't care about, I supported you when you got your butt done, when you got your breast done, the lip, hair, laser, remove, everything. I loved you with that. You didn't have to remove that. I was with you before that. And I still have love for you. No problems at all. I don't mind you calling my friend KB, figuring out, hey, which street is the fish market on, or calling Suge, or calling PT, or call my friends still. You know, if I called your friends, they would say Cam's a stalker. So I won't do it. I have nothing but love for you. Much continued success, but it wasn't that you wasn't fun. You kept threatening to beat people up that I worked with. I just couldn't have it anymore. See you soon.
Of what happened. Now, I feel like, okay, that's his response to what happened. Now, okay, her saying woo child, it did not warrant a response the way he responded. I felt like it was unnecessary. It was very childish, petty, immature. I just felt like, you know what, he's like a bottom of the barrel type of dude based on that type. I don't know him personally, but it's not something you do. I don't think it's something you do. It wasn't his business to tell. Now, if y'all remember from the Breakfast Club interview, Juju was saying that he was pushing her away because he was like, you got your own thing going, right? You got your own thing going. And the second reason why he pushed her away was because of respect. he did not want to show her respect when it came down to interacting with other women, right? With certain women. And so he found that it wasn't fun anymore. Well, translation, I could not do what I wanted to do. Right? And oftentimes when you're in a relationship that's quote unquote fun, that means there's no boundaries. Nobody's being held accountable. Someone's turning the blind eye to certain things. Someone's not saying certain things. Someone's dismissing someone else's feelings. That's what the fun relationships are, right? That's quote unquote fun. And so when Juju probably started setting boundaries or probably started having requirements, because she said in the interview that, you know what, there were times where he didn't, he told me with taking pictures, now that you're becoming a public figure, with taking pictures or whatnot, men might have their arm around you. I don't want you taking pictures like that. And her whole crew knew that if she's going to take pictures with people, hey, don't do this, don't do that. And she adhered to what he wanted her to do. So why didn't he give her the same respect when she was like, you know what, be careful with who you're liking on Instagram? Because people, especially on these little shows, they want to show like, I got your man, I could take your man, or he's talking to me. And all of a sudden, you know what I mean? You want a shade room. So she's seeing ahead of time and she's saying, you know what? I don't want you to put yourself in those type of positions. And he didn't like that. You know what I mean? And men like that, they could have requirements for you, but they don't want you to have requirements for them. And let's keep in mind, he did not, and in the video that he posted, his 3-part lonely girl video or whatever, he was talking about he put her on, the things he did for her and all the stuff he had to put up with. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Mind you, this man is in Dipset. He rolls with a certain type of crew. What did he put Juju through that we don't know about? That she refuses even still to drag him. She refuses to still drag him. You know what I mean? I feel like whatever, if she did get surgery, if she didn't, I felt like he, you know what I mean? There was no reason in him sharing that. But what Juju did say when she started to have her own identity, when she started to pull away from him a little bit, not pull away from him, but when she started to stand up on her own 2 feet, he started pulling away. And it goes to show that men talk a good game. Oh, I don't want you twerking. I don't want you doing this. Put some clothes on, have some dignity for yourself. A lot of men, it's all talk. Or he went out there, had his fun. Cameron had his fun and saw, you know what, it wasn't, you know what I mean? It's not enough, right? It's not enough. And so now you want a woman that could read. So before she blew up on Love and Hip Hop, she was already an author, right? She was already into real estate. She pulled him into the real estate game. He did not pick her up off the corner. He did not pick her up off the street. He did not pick her up, you know what I'm saying, twiddling her thumbs at her mama house. No, she was already about her business. She already had a job. She was already working at the airport or whatever. So it goes to show, had he picked her up out the gutter, if he dragging her off of her being an author, off of her doing this and this and that for herself. And after they broke up, she went on ahead to get her master's. She was an educated woman. She already had her stuff going for her. And notice he didn't say nothing about her education, because when you get your education, nobody can take that away from you. He dragged her because of possible surgeries, alleged surgeries. So it's like, you see how messy some men can be. This is why Black women are independent women. A lot of Black women are independent women, and they will not allow men to do things for them because of men like Cameron, that as soon as you get on, as soon as you become something, as soon as you know what I'm saying, get a little bit more extra money, as soon as you're doing a little bit better than them, now they're going to throw it in your face, every single thing that they've ever done for you in life. A real man would not do that. You get what I'm saying? And so that's why, why y'all can't allow a man to do things for you? It's for that very reason, because a lot of men, they don't want you unless you need them. It's a need, not in a sense of, you know what, I want to take care of you. They want to take care of you so that you owe them for the rest of your life. And you saw Juju looked at the camera and said, thank you, Cameron, for everything you've done for me. And this was a year ago, and he's still throwing it in her face, everything he's done for her and how he put her on. She already told the world that you put her on. She already did. So it's just like, this is the reason why a lot of Black women don't want men to do anything for them, because of corny dudes like this. And you know what? That's pretty much what I have to say on this topic. Well, what I do also want to add on this topic is that when you're doing something, you're on this self-love journey, you're leveling up, you know what I mean? You're finding whatever generational curses that's in your family bloodline and you're trying to break them. You're getting your education on. Don't do these things, learning how to cook or being domestic, whatever it is. Don't do these things so that you can get a man. Don't do those things to get a man. Do these things because you want to elevate. Do these things because you want to grow as a person. Do these things for your own well-being. Don't do them so that, you can get a man. Because what's going to happen is black men, especially black men, they're going to keep moving the target. Oh, I want to educate a woman. You got that. Oh, no. That's too intimidating. You know too much than me. You know more than me. Okay. I want a woman that's thick. I want a woman that's this or that. Okay. You either get the surgery or you start squatting in the gym. Then he's going to say he don't want that. That's no longer fun. He's bored. No matter what you say that no matter what they say that they like, eventually they're not going to like it anymore. It's not going to be this. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be this. Whatever you're trying to do in this life, do it because you want to be a 2.0 version of yourself, a 3.0 version of yourself. You want to be the best version of yourself so that if a man says, you know what, I changed my mind. If a man says, you know what, I don't like this anymore. I prefer to trade you in for a newer model, whatever they're trying to be on, that you can actually say, you know what? I want something better for myself and I want it for me so that you don't feel like, dang, I wasted all this. You're going to feel like you wasted all this time, but you did this stuff for you, not for them, because eventually they're going to say, you know what? That's not what I want anymore. But you know what? A real man, he's going to elevate you. He's going to push you. He's going to want to see you grow, even if it's more than him. And as women, we're not going to want to see him in that same place. And we're going to pull him up so that he can be at his highest potential. So that's kind of what I wanted to share on this whole situation. I just feel like it's petty, it's corny. I don't find it funny, but y'all let me know what y'all feel like in the comments. And yeah, so do not, when you're in a relationship and you're dating somebody, be sure to have some type of requirements from the beginning, even if it's petty, oh, okay, well, I want to know, your female friends. If there's someone that you add to your friendship list or whatever, I want to meet them or I want to know them. You know what I mean? Something petty. It could be something petty. Like, you know what? I want us to check in, if we are going to be heading out with somebody, just check in with me. If you're going to drop somebody home or you're going to just check in with me. That's it. Have at least one requirement, because men always have their requirements. Have at least one thing. You think about it. Don't make it stupid, but think about it and see how he responds to that, because they will start acting funny when you know what? Nah, if he starts acting funny, if you have requirements later in the relationship, that's telling as well. You should be able to have boundaries. You should be able to renegotiate the terms of your relationship. People do that in marriage all the time. You know what I mean? Well, in the beginning of the relationship, this is where we were, but now these are some things I want us to address, and point blank period. And you should be able to have the freedom to do that. And if he doesn't respect that, then you have to see if this is the relationship that you want to be in. All right, y'all. That's it for now. Talk to you soon. Bye.